Hello. In today's video, we get to meet the king of Geordie Shore, Scotty T. Or that was the plan anyway, but unfortunately, when I turned up, I couldn't find him. So I had to go in search. Scotty, where have you gone?
I was just in the toilet.
What are you doing?
Sort my eyebrows out. Where am I going?
Do I need a bit of bronzer? Seriously? Do I? Have you got any for me? I need the Scotty T treatment. Mac.
Look here! Do I look nice?
Oh, you got a nice little brush and everything.
Of course I've made best brush in the world. Come on, babes. There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking
on the cheekbones.
Flawless.
Yeah. Have I got a natural glow?
You have, mate. Sunshine. When you feel hungover and rough and you got to do video interviews, you know, you just whack a bit of that on and you're like, oh, right, I look sweet as a nut.
Mate, I've got to say, I'm actually hanging.
Oh yeah?
I was out till 5 o'clock this morning.
Where
I thought
would
I was
you
going
go?
to be sick in the taxi. It's kind of crazy with guys these days, isn't it? How, like, they're all wearing makeup. Scotty T wears a lot of makeup. I mean, it suits him. He looks good. Very white teeth as well. Really white teeth. Now, the reason I was interviewing Scotty T was because he's brought a new book out. Scotty T, A Sure Thing. Do you get it? Geordie Shore, sure thing, a sure thing. It's a play on words. It's a funny book. It's a very honest book. It also has some extremely moving, romantic episodes. I'm a fan of poetry and classic prose. Marnie. When she arrived in the house in season 7, I have to admit I thought she was fucking mint. She was stunning and just the type for me big pipe. Pretty with long dark hair. Of course, the minute I saw her, I wanted to moose her all over. Romance, ladies and gentlemen, is not dead. Action.
Was it going to be me, Geordie Shore's full-on shag bites to Scotty T, or was it going to be that ex-Hollyoaks bird, Stevie Davis, who spent the past few weeks cheating on her lad with fellow housemate Jeremy Connell, where I know I'd pick. Anyways, we were just about to find out.
Why now I'd pick?
Well, as I waited for where I know I'd pick.
Geordie. What's that?
Why now I'd pick.
Why now I'd pick.
This video, look, that's all my voice, and now you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah man, he's only 28, what's he got to talk about? Well, I'll tell you what, I've got loads, me. If you like what you see on Geordie Shore, then you're gonna fucking love this book. I'm not putting it on, I'm not acting up, I'm actually even worse in real life. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got loads, me. If you like what you see on Geordie Shore, what are you doing, man?
Done a video?
No man, I want the full thing, man, you know that.
Oh god, that's a
You're
bit.
doing a Snapchat now?
Yeah.
First of all, it's all about me, and second of all, it's proper radge.
What does radge mean?
Radge means like mad, like someone who's radge is a bit of a radgy.
There's lots of sex in this book, right?
Well, you know what I mean.
That's
It would be a bit
what-
boring if I didn't put it in.
I've never shagged a bird myself.
No, should try it out, man. If you've got confidence, then things will just happen.
It's got to be tough, right? When you've got your reputation, you're a good-looking lad, you're famous. Is that kind of a risk? Is that something that you actually have to learn really quickly how to try and handle?
You know what it is, when I first did Geordie Shore, I used to love it. It was like honeymoon period, so I'd go to clubs, do PAs. Girls from themselves, like, I was like, yeah, come on, all of them, like, but then eventually you start to realise that a lot of them are only after a bit of that fame time, a bit of this and that, and then you start to know like which ones you go for. Then you change your opinion. You start to go for the quieter girls who are a bit more graft, not as easy. It is hard because of my job, especially when everyone else gets involved. That's the main thing. I can automatically tell normally, like even though I'm drunk and no matter how drunk I am, I can tell straight away what the girl's like. And if I think they're going to be like sneaky or try and do something, I just won't make the time of day for them.
It's dangerous though, isn't it? If girls, I suppose, are very drunk. I mean, as a gay guy, I suppose it's not just girls. It'd be dangerous for me if I picked up a really drunk guy. And then the next day said, oh, actually, I can't remember.
But the thing is, because it'll end up being, if the guy's like 25 and the girl's 18, 19, it automatically think the lad's always the big one, but they're not. Because these girls are going out clubbing at a younger age now as well, and like, you never know what's on the corner, like that's why you just got to be careful. It's shocking what they really like, but, because you think they could be really liking you that, and they could just be out there trying to just get something out of you.
Yeah. You know? Geordie Shore is, I think, currently looking for new people to be part of the show. Do you think they've got any chance of finding someone as good as you?
I would say as good as me. Like, everyone's different in their own way, but a lot of people who try to get on TV now, like, they always think too much about what we're doing. They worry about how they're going to come across on telly. The thing is with me is I've never given a shit about how I come across on telly. I've just done my own thing, enjoyed myself, and people have picked up on it, and people like it. People like my banter, people like the way I go on, and that's got me the way I am now.
Maybe the new characters almost know too much about what it's about.
Yeah,
so they're playing up to the cameras. They're fake now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, essentially they are. Like, I mean, like, not naming names, but the people who came in recently, they're always like, oh, what storyline am I going to get? What's going to happen? I'm just like, why am I hearing these words? Like, all you do is come in and enjoy yourself, because Geordie Shore is about going out and having fun and living with a group of people.
Is Geordie Shore less fun to do now?
It's not less fun, it's just, like, I miss Charlotte. You know what I mean? I miss Vicky. I mean, Holly now apparently left, like, I miss her. And like everyone's their own act now. And like it's just like, God man, like what's next? Like some kid coming in going, I'm the king of Newcastle, and it's just like, no man, you're not. You're not the king. No one knows who you are. And like that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be the same thing as what happens every time.
I'm just wondering, is it kind of getting to a point where you're like, actually, I need to work on other projects?
Nah, because
I'm bigger than Geordie Shore now. Do you know what I mean?
No one's bigger than Geordie Shore. That's the fact, because Geordie Shore got me to where I am now.
Yeah, I know that, but sometimes you have to move on, right?
Nah, I guarantee you, me, Gaz will still be there.
Gaz is definitely sticking around
Gaz
too.
will be there, man.
Yeah.
It does get harder because the new people, like it is harder. Like when you see the way they go on, I'm like, oh yeah, man, like what are you doing, man? Like they're all fighting for a bit of like time. It's like enjoy yourselves. That's the main part about it.
These programs basically glamorize drinking, sex, behaving badly, and it makes teenagers think that that's the way they should be 24/7.
I mean, say you go to university in a different city and you move into a house with girls and boys you don't know. It's pretty much the same thing. You go out, you get drunk, things happen. Like, if people watch it and they want to go out and get drunk, that's not our fault. We just show what happens, but then it also
it's the
shows
way of doing it, though, isn't it, Scotty?
Yeah, it is the way
of doing it. So you know, when I went to
it does show the breakups and the makeups and how to deal with situations and arguments and how people make up. It doesn't resort to violence fully. You know what I mean? Like I mean, it's a hard one. That like my book, like I know I put myself in such situations and I talk about a lot of things I've done wrong, but it's how I've grown out of it, and how, despite being a little terror when I was younger, I was actually quite a clever kid. I know I've done things wrong, but I've learned from them.
What's the one thing that you think, actually, if I could turn the clock back, I would not do that? I would change that.
You know what it is? Nothing.
I know there's been in the papers recently stuff about photograph making out that you were taking cocaine.
Oh, what, a bit of tissue for the hell. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
anyone hold a bit of tissue in their hand? Oh, mate, literally, I was getting out of the car, the lights went on, had a bit of tissue in my hand, that was it. You know what I mean? Like, and people take a photo of Facebook what's blurred and just automatically think it's something. It's so bloody stupid. But you know what I mean? Let them talk about it, let them think, or let me be on their minds, because if they want to talk about me and translate me and then keep going, then let them do it. At the end of the day, I'm in everyone's head. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've lived on my car for a month, mate, because I've been working. You know what I mean? Like I'm just in little Scotty world, me, just dotting about.
Are you really living out your car at the moment?
I make, because I haven't been home. My boot's just full of clothes.
Really? Is that like your wardrobe? You just go in the back of the boot and get changed?
Literally, mate, driving everywhere, just doing my thing, working. That's all it is, working hard.
Can I just ask you to sign the book though? Don't do it for me. Is that all right though? And then one of my followers and one of your fans can hopefully get it.
What do I do? Just sign.
Swiggle you wiggle.
How do I do this?
You're gonna have to get better at this, Scotty, if you're going to do book signing.
Standing up, mate, it's a nightmare. What was it?
You have to practice. There we are. You can get Scotty's book. It's out now, isn't it? It's in the shops.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you. One last thing I want you to do for me. You know in Geordie Shore, when like in between the scenes, what do you call those bits where you're basically telling the camera what's about to happen or what's just happened? That's called the green screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've just done an interview with probably the most handsome person you've ever met.
So I've just done an interview about my book, A Short Thing, and if you buy it, it might be a short thing, then I'll blast you. No.
But you didn't mention me. Just say you've met me and it's amazing. I mean, you know, it's not hard. Just show some enthusiasm.
So I met this kid and he's absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for bringing me book in and talking about it.
Pleasure.
I'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
And maybe you'll get a kiss too. Wax up.
Well, thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. As you saw, I did get Scotty T to sign this book. I've signed it too, so if you want to win this book, then I'll just choose someone completely at random, as I've done before, and all you have to do is click subscribe, and it could be yours. Jesus Christ, you can't read that. Bye!